Hello and welcome everyone to the second round of the Sunstein Open at 501. We really hope you enjoyed the first round coverage featuring Simon Lizotte, Harry Chace, and Kyle Moriarty, as well as Josh DiBattista. Meanwhile, the second round is going to be featuring a lot of younger crowd, including Harry Chace once again, Matt Armstrong, Wyatt Mahoney, and then Wads. In the booth today, I have the 2023 Grand Prix champion, Harry Chace, and he is feeling it, guys, today. This is his look at those stats from the first round. We got a couple eagles, we got a lot of birdies, incredible round. How are you doing, Harry? It's been a while.
Rivis, my friend, thank you so much for having me back. Excited to see this card once again play out. First on the box, as you mentioned, Matt Armstrong shooting the hot round in round one. Excited to see him play on the biggest stage here in Massachusetts. We got myself right here, happened to win this event in 2022 as well.
Yeah, and we also have Wads, aka Kyle Moriarty, who's 10-10 rated and sponsored by Thought Space Athletics, a New England legend, and we have one of the youngest 1,000 rated PDGA players, Wyatt Mahoney. What a card here.
Yeah, and kicking us off, we are playing a green odd, blue even layout. So to the green basket on hole one, it's 300 feet. It's uphill, it's a par three, and it's kind of an interesting shot shape. You can't just throw a Spike Kaiser with the low ceiling, so you kind of have to push something and get it to flip up the hill. We see Matt teeing us off first, throwing a gem to start us off.
A foot from an ace. That must have been something like a Firebird for him. What a great shot. And here is the whirling lefty, probably throwing his trust there. Wyatt Mahoney, 14 years old, the youngest 1,000 rated PDGA rated player that I know. You played with him a few times, including him shooting a 1070 this past weekend.
Yeah, Wyatt's a great talent, especially when he's on. He can just hit a putt from anywhere. So it's awesome to see him continue to develop his game at such a young age.
Incredible. Well, what did you throw there on hole one?
Yeah, I took out a C-line FD1. Works great for the distance control for a 300-foot hole and uphill. You need a little bit more than you think, so hopefully that fit the bill right into circle one.
Yeah, I was a little surprised you actually are throwing an FD1, not going with the mid-range. And here is Wyatt with his two look. Just kind of lets it go by a little bit, but he should be able to save the par. And this is kind of a little bit of a tester for you for two. But you're still feeling it from that awesome round one. Go check out that coverage.
Yeah, always nice to hit a putt on hole one, especially uphill 30 feet. So we'll take some confidence into hole two. Wads cleaning up a nice birdie as well.
And there you see the stats, 2.54, 37 birdies, huge MPO field, 71 players, which was the most that we've ever had in our fourth year. And we'll be talking a little bit more about how we can make this event even more challenging. But let's talk about hole two real quick. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, playing the blue layout for this hole, 485 par 4, certainly reachable. The big arms can play for an eagle here, but it is tough with the low ceiling the whole way. You really kind of need pro level distance to even dream of a two. And we have Matt on the box once again. I mean, pretty impressive stuff. The rest of us, 1,000 rated pros, very well known in the community, and Matt coming out hot with a near ace. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Making his GMT debut, not to only mention that. That was a good looking rip right there. He just needs to get past that rock wall and right into that open pit there. Matt Armstrong, I never heard of the guy before this round. I gotta say, I don't know who he was. I mean, I've been out of the loop a little bit for the last year and a half. Have you played with him? Have you known his name before? What a shot. That was incredible. That was a DD3, right?
Yeah, DD3, but yeah, back to Matt. Probably my first time playing a tournament round with him. I've known him as one of the Crane Hill locals for Team Challenge. So yeah, he's been coming up, getting better and better, seeing his rating rise month after month. So he seems to love the tournament scene as well.
Well, to shoot 6 down on the Blues layout, which was 1035 rated, I mean, that's pretty good.
I like that stick. What a great branch.
It's good that we don't have OB on this hole because I feel like a lot of people would find it. Wyatt's throwing the backside approach there. Nothing wrong with that. Again, probably mostly going with his trust there.
Yeah, Wyatt loves his slow discs. I mean, I see him more often than not hammer up on a slammer or a harp than, say, smooth a fairway. So
Very nice.
you'll be seeing him, especially in the woods, throw a slow disc all over the place, and he's one of the best at it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Oh my gosh, this kid he's really good. He's hit the pin almost twice already.
Wow, what a shot. Tagging metal from over 200 feet out. Flex sidearm. Wow. Great start from Matt.
Very reminiscent of a throw-in that we saw in round 1. And here's your look for 2. You're in a great spot, man. Uphill, though. Second uphill putt. Probably 40 feet? No, 37. Oh, wow. Cash money. I love
the
it.
dream start is 2 down through 2. 3 down through 2 is pretty dang good.
How many tournaments can you say that you started 3 down through 2?
Well, the funny thing is, last round I think I was I ended up being 5 down through 5, I guess, with that eagle. But 3 down through 2, gotta say it's probably the first.
And you played a lot of career events, man. It's just great to see. You had a great season last year. You're starting off very strong this year. Are there any big changes to your game this year that you've tried to implement over the off season since we have last talked to you?
Well, yeah, there's always stuff you're trying to work on and, better your game. Sure, you can be great locally, but we look at players touring the country and there's not really a comparison. So I've really been trying to work on my sidearm, make it kind of a weapon in my game rather than just something I go to when I need it. Because, more and more courses are favoring that power sidearm that you just need it to score. So that's really been the one thing. But here's a hole where you could take a sidearm, but I think plays better for a turnover backhand. Playing to the short position here on the par 3. Just need to get it up and around.
I love your backhand, Andy. I think you always have the great angle on it. You have the great height on it. You're right. I don't think you need a forehand when you have something like that. But if you're doing those power sidearm shots, you're obviously not going to be shooting a disc like that. So kudos for you for working on that, because I know that's not that easy. Matt Armstrong getting up there. I mean, this kid's pretty consistent. He's got forehands, he's got backhands, he's got a pretty good putt from what I can see. He's 990 rated, and I would like to see if he would make into the Sunstein top 10 standings. We'll see at the end of the year. Wyatt getting cut down a little early there, but he should have a look for a par save here. He's got to get skinny. And he did. Nice little ground play. Smart choice rather than going up and above, where you might get caught from a phantom limb. Wads. No way. What a start.
Wow.
Yeah, man. He's like 3 down as well right now.
Listen, you guys come to GMT for the highlights, and we are bringing them. What?
That was sick. That's like an 80-footer. And there you are, also starting off so good, so clean. So we have to talk about the other person, Simon Lizotte. He was starting off really hot at this moment, 3 for 3. Are you looking at his scores, or are you just kind of only keeping in mind what's on this league card right now?
I mean, not only am I keeping in mind, no, or not keeping in mind what Simon's doing, I really, kind of rude as it sounds, I don't really pay attention to what the other players are doing as well. I just really try to play my own game. Of course, I'm there to cheer on a nice putt from Kyle like that and, to work through the struggles that we're all facing in the round. But when I'm on the course, I'm really just trying to play my own game and using that as what's going to keep me focused.
I mean, you are super focused. You love this hole. A great rip there. You're going to probably have a 35 or something like that. I mean,
well, we'll see from the catch cam here.
Yeah, what are you throwing here? Another DD3?
This is actually a DD1, the Horizon DD1.
Oh my gosh, that was even better than that. Oh yeah, let's go, Harry.
But yeah, just a little bit of a shallower rim, a little bit thinner. So I just feel more confident really popping this gap with it.
Okay.
I think that disc I only have put in my bag just for this tournament, just for this hole.
I love that.
I'm able to crush it on hyzer and have it flip up the hill, which is not something most discs in my bag can do.
That's amazing. And it's cool to hear that other people are bringing this just for a certain hole, because I think that's pivotal in certain tournaments. I know Kyle does that too. Awesome shot by Kyle. He's trying to match you, man. This is some great action here. Look at this. You don't see the people puring this hole this twice in a row. Like, these are 20 footers.
Well, that's what Wads does. I mean, he's the king of commitment, and he takes his chain smusher disc golf destroyer right there and puts it right in a circle. He's a special talent.
Come on, turn now. Come on.
Yeah, he's got some power too, Wyatt there.
Oh.
Getting up there, even though he didn't get his full flight. Here's his 2 look.
Stay up now.
His putt is pretty good because it doesn't float too far from the basket. I know a lot of people that will commit to 80 footers, and you're looking at circle 2 comebacks. His circle 1 comebacks are really short.
Just gonna throw a thumber on it.
All right, here we go. You and Wads, about 15, 25, about 20 feet, right?
Yeah, it's always hard to tell on camera, but I think it's about 20.
Yeah. Great birdie, dude. What an unbelievable start. Keep it going. And now you finally have the lead on Matt, because he took a 3. So you're finally feeling a little relief. Even though you're probably not even thinking about relief, you're just probably thinking about focused shots like you were talking about.
I think that's what's great about playing this layout second is, I know 10 down's not going to win the tournament, so need a lot more birdies, and this would be a great hole to pick up a birdie on. Hole 5, par 3. I love this green position right here because it kind of baits you to maybe turn something over, maybe throw a forehand, but a dead straight shot will do the trick. We'll see if anybody on our card can pick up this bonus birdie.
It's one of the most picturesque holes in the state. And you're looking like you got a little bit of a fade there, but you're going to have a putt. You'll have a downward, maybe 50-footer or something. Let's see if you can commit to it without running past it too much. And here's Wads. What do you think he threw there?
I believe that is a construct from Watts. It's a 10 speed from Thought Space. That's his control driver spot. And see if you can get up and down.
Yeah, and you can see we got the round scores just kind of popping up to let people know how hot people are shooting. Matt Armstrong's 3 down at this moment. You are 4.
I'm actually 5 down with that
Sorry,
eagle, and,
fine. Yes.
and Kyle is 4. But yeah, 5 down through 4 doesn't happen too often.
No. Let's keep it going. Here's Wads with a backward Annie patent pending shot. Not easy to commit to, but he made that look really easy. He is the most flexible man on the planet, I'm telling you. Here's Matt Armstrong. A look at his first putt from circle 2. Oh, you didn't lay up at all. Good bid there. Did you like that look?
Yeah, it's always scary running a downhill putt on a slope, but happy to give it a good bid and stay close.
Absolutely. Pars is nothing wrong with this one. 8 birdies. Not a lot of birdies, averaging 3.01. So this is the hole that sort of didn't go so well round 1 for you. What are your thoughts on this? Do you like this hole? Do you have any negative thoughts?
I mean, honestly, I'm a fan of this hole. If there was a course full of holes like this, probably would not be a fan. But just having one hole where par is good and it almost plays like a 3.5, I don't mind one bit. I think it's a good test for the players because it's not like there's not a route to play for 3. It's not like getting a 3 is hard. If you throw to the green basket, which is a par 3, you have a clean under 200-foot upshot. So I personally am a fan of the hole. It's a good little, 2-shot hole. And if it was a par 4, it would just be an easy hole. And the point of 501 is not to be easy.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, we had 39 pars on this hole, 32 bogeys, and 11 double bogeys. This hole was talked about a lot in the first round, and I'm kind of with you. If it's just 1 or 2 holes where people have to choose a landing zone, and they can't go for a big shot, then they just have to take the medicine. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that on a certain hole. As long as the fairways are, approachable. Like here, Kyle's going to have an angle, even though he's sort of way left. I mean, that kind of is what a good hole should be in terms of, or a good difficult hole, as long as you can scramble and get out.
Right. I mean, and that's what golf is supposed to be, You can go for the big shot and try to get through all the trees, and maybe it gives you an easier upshot. Maybe it gives you a look at 2, like Owen had in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can throw the slow speed disc, play placement golf. I think in that there's decisions to be made. Clearly, the hole separates, and I have no problems with it.
Here's Matt Armstrong taking his par putt. I love this signature green, the rock.
Yikes.
Little dangerous when it's wet, but definitely a cool factor. 32 bogeys, 11 double bogeys were the stats. That's a lot of double bogeys, but again, it's worth it if it's going to be something that's going to be a challenge. So here is hole 7, 265 feet straight ahead. The blue basket goes way to the right. This green basket that we're playing to is just a nice little ace run. What are you going to be throwing here?
Well, I'm going with the glow P2. That's always going to be my disc of choice on a dead straight hole. And not the best there. Hit early and see if we can get away with a par.
Ooh, look at that.
This hole is also definitely tighter than it seems on camera. It's very specific and quite a tunnel the whole way. Wad's going with the Praxis. Crushes it. Oh, and that's some tree love. Moriarty is parked for the birdie.
Gotta love it. One time. Ooh. Again, even his approach shots, not his putts, are all within circle one and not too far. A very good player. Knows his angles very well. So here's Matt Armstrong for his birdie look on 7. Let's see if he can float one in there. He's got the backstop. All right, good cleanup there. And couple threes, couple twos. This whole average 2.87. Oh man, I thought this would average a lot lower. Kind of like hole 1, but not as many birdies. 18 birdies compared to 37 on hole 1. But you're right. I love this layout. This blue to this green alternate layout. You can kind of just relax. You're not going to be playing those daunting blue holes every time. What's your thoughts on hole 8? I think you love this hole because every time I see you park it, I feel like.
Yeah, this hole is awesome. Treat to play a downhill hole like this. Kind of an ace run, but it's hard to keep it close if you do. And no island, unlike years past.
Oh, that was so close.
Trying to give you guys some relief. You have to play 60 other competitors. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
What?
Like it went right
That was
through
your best one ever.
I think it's so good here.
I've seen you throw this hole a lot, and that was definitely the most pure. I can't even imagine how close this was. Oh my gosh. Half a foot, not even?
Yeah, just over top. That is the Flex 1 Rainmaker. Great throwing putter from Discmania.
Awesome. Yeah, even the catch cam. Was loving that. Hey, there's Steve, Sunstein Steve with Carly. Big shout out to Sunstein, our big supporters. None of this would be possible without them. Throwing in added cash, having a tour series. I mean, it's amazing. And here we go, Wads from deep. Put up and down for him. And Matt's like really working for his birdies, I feel like. He's not getting easy looks after hole 1. And hole 2, really. Hole 2 was easy. All right, here you are. Where are you, man? I can't even see the basket. You went that deep?
Yeah, too much of an ace run, I suppose. But
So this average 2.69, like you see on the scoreboard there. 25 birdies, 43 pars, 3 bogeys. You would see a lot more bogeys if we had made that an island hole.
absolutely.
Hole 9.
Very picturesque hole. I love the way this green shapes itself right between this gap. It's the ideal landing zone for blue, so it's kind of like what we played in the morning. Wyatt finally throwing fairway driver rim here. And he kind of leaks a little bit to the right. Maybe have a long putt. He's really good with those.
This is so uphill, and you guys are making it look way too easy. You guys have so much power. What does this play like for you? Does it play like 430, or is that just me?
Well, it might just be you, Rivas, but I would say it probably plays probably 350. I mean, I do go to a fairway driver, so that makes sense.
Incredible how much power you guys have. And what are you gonna throw here? FD1, I'm gonna say.
This is a Glow FD with the Harry Chace signature stamp. Getting that love right there.
That's a great love tap. And I got to say, man, I love your signature Glow FD, man. I've been throwing it a lot, and it's finally at a point where it's not even fading as much anymore. It's just dead straight, and I love the disc so much.
Yeah, that's exactly where that one's at. Still in my bag. Oh, Wyatt.
What a
Just
pin.
off the top, but
Jeez.
still getting birdies with it, and hopefully this one adds to the list.
Well, let's see how many birdies there were after you hit that putt. Nice. 19 birdies, 2.91 average. You had 19 birdies, 43 pars, and 9 bogeys. So we had a pretty significant backup in between rounds here, in between the front 9 and the back 9. So we're just going to hang out with you guys, watching you guys play some Disc Golf Valley against each other here. And here are your scores. Harry Chace, you're off to a hot start once again. Very reminiscent of round 1. You are -6. Kyle Moriarty -5. Overall scores at 11 and 9. And you are battling Simon Lizotte, who is actually in the lead currently in this back 9 stretch coming up with 1 stroke -12. So I asked you earlier if you were looking at scores or not. So you still haven't. Did you know that Simon was winning at this point or no?
Had no idea. No, I was just playing my own game and saw him over here.
Well,
He seemed to be in good spirits, but yeah, very hot front 9 from Simon, so kudos to him.
Yeah, well, you're right there, Harry, and I can't wait to see what happens in the back 9. It was great to introduce everyone to Matt Armstrong, one of the best PDGA youngest players you'll ever see, and then our 2023 Grand Champion. It's an awesome card. See you in the back 9.